Biter attack, oh my god. Oh, my turret got it. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Factorio with the HardCrafting mod installed. You are watching FCOG Gaming. So this is my solution to getting the iron broken down into smeltable materials. Not necessarily the best solution, but it works kinda. So I know there's a lot going on, there's a lot of spaghetti belts all over the place. Let me kind of show you what's going on here. So obviously this is the input belt. Ignore these boxes, were just waste while I was doing everything. Let me zoom in. This is the input belt. This comes directly from the mines, and it contains iron ore, gravel, dirt, and iron nuggets, I believe is what those are called. So I have it split off here right away. I have the dirt go to one belt, which I'll explain why that is in a little bit here, and then everything else goes onto this circular belt here. Now it looks, like I said, it looks a little bit confusing, but this belt starts here, feeds in with the splitter, and just does a continual loop until the material gets used up. These four crushers are picking up any iron ore they find on the belt. Currently we only have enough throughput for 2 of them to be working, it looks like, but the max capacity is 4. You see now there's 3 of them going. Those crushers take the iron ore. That's a little loud once you actually get into it. I hope I don't have to deal with that. No, the turret's got it. Takes the iron ore and turns that into iron nuggets, crushed iron, and stone, which also get fed back out onto this belt. Kinda here. We'll turn this off. Ignore the stone processing and the gravel processing here for right now. And there's a reason I turned those off. I'm going to show you guys something here. This comes into play later. So, on the circular belt, once the iron ore is picked up, we've got a lot of crushed iron and a lot of stone and one material that can be smelted directly, which is the iron ingot, which gets picked up by this inserter and fed to our smelting operation down here. Okay, so that's step 1. Step 2 is basically gravel production. So this pulverizer takes stone and dirt and turns it into gravel. This smart inserter here, if I can stand still, here takes gravel off of the belt that's a byproduct of these crushers and just mining in general, and feeds it so that it meets up with the gravel that's being produced by this pulverizer. This pulverizer is also using the stone from the iron crushing and the dirt from the mining. And right now it's not keeping up, but that's just a balance issue. So anyway, I have it set up so that it uses the gravel from the pulverizer first. If you notice, those take priority. And then it's going to use the gravel that comes off of the circular belt. The reason I'm doing that is because if this pulverizer stops, and it stops using up dirt and stone, the line gets clogged. And it gets clogged pretty quickly. From what I've noticed, we produce a lot more stone in this process than we do dirt. So stone is actually, you can see it's already backing up. Stone is actually what we will need to worry about taking care of. Anyway, that's step 2. So now we have our crushed iron, we have our gravel. From there, we feed those onto one long belt, and we go to another set of pulverizers. And these pulverizers take crushed iron and gravel and make pulverized iron, the iron nuggets, and iron slag. So, holy shit, oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. Here I am teaching a class. Anyway. Excuse me. Wow. So anyway, it takes that material off this belt, which is fed by that central belt and this gravel line. And we have smart inserters that take the crushed iron, the iron nuggets, off of the belt, which is very condensed and confusing to look at, but trust me, it runs down here to our smelting operation, which ultimately, the things that can be smelted directly with no waste products are that iron nugget and the pulverized iron. Now, one thing I am noticing, let's see if I can make an example of this, or see an example of this here. These two, you might notice, are being fed with material, but they're not going. And the reason for that, for whatever reason, switching between smelting iron nuggets and pulverized iron takes a decent amount of time. And I don't know if it has something to do with it has to be moved or what, but like this one's not going. It's only got 49 plates and it's got material, but it's not going. So I've tried a few different things to remedy that, but at this point I'm just kind of chalk it up to a bug in the crafting process. It's probably something just between it having to turn 2 different products into one thing, and the inserters, or not the inserters, the furnaces get confused. So anyway, I'm going to keep my steel production going. So like I said, and you can already see it, this produces more stone and more gravel than we really know what to do with. Oh, I missed a step up here, actually. The iron slag is getting pushed out to this crusher, which actually, it kind of looks like I need another one, but this crusher turns the iron slag into crushed iron and gravel. So this gets turned back into crushed iron, which gets put back onto this belt. And it's not an infinite loop. It's the return. It's definitely a diminishing return, but it's a product that you can kind of recycle. Anyway, so that's the main production chain that I've got going on. As you can see, this center belt gets clogged up really quickly, especially when we're not using very much iron, because we're not taking very much crushed iron off the belts. As you can see, we're only really using one, like 1.5 of the capacity. So what I had figured out to do, just manually, was if I turn these inserters on, oops, turn them the right way, this will take stone, turn it into brick, and turn it into a wall, which is useful. That's been running for a while, as you can tell. And so that clears up that part of the belt. Gravel, while we do go through a lot of it, we produce more than we use. As you can see, this belt is completely full. Line's getting filled up with gravel. So if I turn this inserter, this will turn that gravel into a pile of gravel, which can be smelted into bricks, which can be turned into walls. Something useful. My issue with that whole process is the fact that I have to do that manually, and I don't like that. The whole point of this game is to automate things so that life is easier, right? So I had an idea. We have smart boxes, we have smart inserters. I've got a ton of smart inserters already set up. So why don't I set something up that will basically keep these lines full, because once I turn these inserters on, they actually work too well, and they start starving the gravel and the stone of resources. So why don't I set something up that keeps these lines stocked, and then once they're full, we turn these on and we start making the walls. Seems like a decent idea to me, but it takes up a little bit of time and energy. Also, I have electric furnaces now, which make me happy. Man, that cough is killing me. Okay, what do I want to do? I have oil already. I'll probably want to do fluid handling before too long. Also, my copper production is a mess right now. I'm going to deal with that after my iron. It's kind of keeping up. I mean, there's a backlog of it, but barely. So, anyway. So what I need to do is I need to get a few smart chests made. Actually, 2 is probably all I need. And I'm going to need... God damn it. Where? Oh, okay. Let's make it a red network. I don't think it really matters. But, you know, whatever. Alright, let's see if I remember how to do this. So let's go ahead and turn these 2 inserters off for right now. I'm going to take... So basically what my plan is I'm going to have a block, or not a block, a box that this gravel feeds into. I'm only going to have, let's go 2 stacks of gravel. That seems reasonable. So we can go ahead and get that going. Now, we also need to have an inserter feeding it onto here, which, okay, that does work. I was kind of concerned that that wasn't going to work out for us. Also, I need to here, we'll just switch these for right now, just to make sure we have enough materials flowing through. Which we don't, but, you know, whatever. Let's just get some stone on there so that we don't run out of gravel. Okay, so same type of deal here. I think I am going to change this dirt line. But yeah, we're going to have a belt, or a smart box. We're going to have that stacked twice as well. That seems like a pretty decent stockpile for what we're doing. And then let's go ahead and we'll have this line meet like so. And then I need another fast inserter. And then like that. Okay. So we have the infrastructure set up. We just need to connect everything up now. So we have that connected to that. Connected to that. Excuse me. Man, I've got a tickle in my throat that just will not go away. Alright, and I think... Whoa. I think that's everything connected up that I need. Alright, so we're going to turn this back around. And we are going to do circuit network. Oh, I need to... That's right. I need to actually connect it from the pole to the inserter. That's not really what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay. So, what was I doing? Is this... Okay, turret's taking care of them. Not worried about it. Okay. So, gravel. How big is a stack of gravel? I don't even know. Why is none of the... Am I not producing any iron right now? My iron is completely full. Oh, I messed something up. Hold on. Why are you not... Oh, that's why. Okay. There we go. That was my fault. Oh, would you shut up? Who cares? Alright. So now we should be back in business. Alright. I do know that stone is in stacks of 50. I had 2 stacks here, right? Is my turret out of ammo? I think it is. Gonna probably need to go fix that. Yeah. I mean, at least they decided to attack the walls first. Anyway. Probably need to get more steel going here. I really need to automate my steel production. That would help out. Anyway, what was I doing? God damn it. Fucking biters are distracting. Okay, so when this box is full, it's going to have 100 stone. So, circuit network condition. If stone is greater than 100. I can't. Okay. Then 100. Set. Or no. Yeah. If stone is greater than, or if stone equals 100 in this network, you're going to work. We might... let's go ahead and just kind of cheat our way to making sure that that works. And by cheat, I mean just use up other resources. Yep, and so that box is full, and this one's working. Now it should stop working. Oh no, I need this to be just stone. Just stone. There we go. can I monitor this? I can see the numbers. So 100. Oh, this probably isn't working now. God damn it. Kind of fucked that up. Alright, so we're at 98. This should be going. Why is this not going? We have fluid handling. Let's get sulfur. Why not? We'll do the oil stuff now that. Alright, so now it's working. I think it's working. Could be wrong, but I think it's doing its thing. Alright, do we ever figure out how much a stack of gravel is? We have not. I know how to figure it out, though. Fill this back up with some coal. Those electric smelters will be nice once I actually get them implemented. Oh, these are piles of gravel. Oh, which are full. That kind of sucks. Well, gravel stacks infinities. So that's a thing. Is dirt full too? No. It's about to be, but it's not. Okay. Anyway, we're going to have to deal with copper here relatively shortly. But I feel like I'm almost done setting up iron. So hopefully it's going to work out for me here. Alright, so network condition if gravel equals 100, set, it's going to pick that up. Which it's not even close to right now, but it may later. Alright, so in theory, what's going on? All this stuff's working. When stone in this box reaches 100, stone starts getting picked up by this furnace, which in turn turns it into block, which turns it into walls, which gets put into this box. Which it appears like it's working. This, however, does not appear like it's working. Do you have 100? You do have 100. How'd you get 100 already? That was quick. Anyway, so that's working. Same deal. Just making it go up there, which is awesome. So this setup, at least until I run out of walls, should self-balance eventually. Like it should never, like it might have backups, like right here we have way too much crushed gravel or crushed iron, but it should always resolve itself once we start using more iron. In theory. Hopefully. In the meantime, I'm going to pick up some of this dirt that we've been accumulating. I'm going to help out this gravel factory here. Why? That was weird. Yeah, that's going to help get rid of some of that stone as well. What I could do, actually, is pick up this box, take an inserter, just start unloading that. Be a way to get rid of it. Alright, my turret's taking care of that. So I think that concludes setting up our iron processing. Now, as far as expansion goes, well, obviously there's room for more furnaces down here. I don't really need them right now. Man, cough is killing. I don't really need them right now, but I could probably fit 2 or 3 more down here. I can always expand it to a steel furnace. And, I mean, if I really needed to, I could probably move this belt up here, get some more furnaces that way. I don't know how long these crushers are going to work and keep up. Same with these pulverizers up here. I can't tell at this point. So, but for right now, I think it's going to work for quite a while for our needs, which is good. And yeah, me doing that kind of messed things up, because now it's not feeding dirt off the belt, which means that there's no input, which is kind of okay because we were backed up anyway, but whatever. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna call this an episode. Let me know if you kind of like these skip forward a little bit in the process and then explain what's going on, or if you want to actually see the process. So, I mean, if you want to have me running around like this and going, and then run over here and go, I mean, I can do that. I just figured that that would be kind of boring, because a lot of me setting this up was making a change and then waiting for a minute or two to see what happened. So, and I figured that that wasn't very entertaining to watch. But anyway, I'm rambling now. If you liked this episode, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see where the series goes from here, go ahead and hit subscribe. And yeah, in the next episode, I think we're going to tackle the copper production problem. And yeah, so until then, take care of yourselves out there. And as always, thanks for watching.